Well, as you know, San Diego is one of the most expensive cities in which to live, and that, of course, makes it very difficult, especially for first-time home buyers. But there is some hope. Here to talk more about housing in San Diego is real estate expert Jim Bottrell. Jim, good to see you. Thanks for swinging by.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so homes are really expensive. We got those mortgage rates that now are in kind of the low sixes. It's not like the 2s and 3s and 4s that we used to see.
No, we're not seeing that again.
What do you tell somebody who really wants to buy a house, but they just figure there's no way, I just can't do it?
Well, you know what's funny is last time I was here, I was leaving, I ran into I don't know if we're going to talk about this, but I ran into a young man, maybe 40, and he and I were just kind of chit-chatting outside, and he told me he never believed that he was going to be able to buy a house. And I said, let me take you to breakfast. And I took him to breakfast, or a studio diner, right next door. And I sat down and I explained how everything works. I showed him everything. And he was absolutely blown away. And I will tell you right now, he is out looking at houses right now. He's been fully qualified. He's out looking at houses as we speak, and I would expect him to be a homeowner in the next 30 days. Right. And it's just because people don't know, they don't understand like the tax advantages and how much it really costs and the appreciation, how all of that stuff comes back to you. It is far cheaper to own a house than it is to rent, but somebody has to explain it to you. And once they explain it to you, then it's great. Then you're
well, explain it to us then. What were some of the highlights you told him that got him kind of determined that he could find the house?
Okay, well, the first thing is he was looking at what he pays right now. He was only paying $1,800 a month, right? So it was a very small studio place. And for him to get something that he wanted, he was just looking at, Zillow looking at houses, and it said, what's my payment? $4,400, and he was done. And I said, well, let's break the $4,400 down. So I did a rent versus an own scenario, and I said, well, your principal is, I think it was something like $400. Let me ask you, since that money is still yours, it goes from your checking account into your asset, it's still your money, is it truly an expense? They said, no. Okay, let's take that off. And then I went through the interest and the property taxes, both of which are tax deductible. So I said, well, when you figure state, federal, FICO, FICA, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, blah, like all the stuff, like what tax bracket are you in? It was about 40%. And I said, well, that's the majority of that $4,400. So now you take that much as a tax deduction. You take your very first mortgage statement, you go into your HR department, show them that, they will make legal adjustments to your dependents, and you're going to watch your take-home salary jump up. So I showed them how much that was going to be. Oh. And then I said, historically, over the last 38 years, real estate in California has gone up 6.77% per year. Some years more, some years less, average 6.7. Well, let's see what that looks like. And then we put all those things together, the number actually came out a negative number, meaning you're actually getting paid to own your home. Now, don't be fooled. You are writing the check, or he is writing the check for $4,400, but he understands he gets it all back. So I tell people, do you put money aside to save each month? And a lot of people say yes. And I said, when you own a home, you really don't have to do that anymore because the house does it for you.
Yeah, because it's generally appreciating. What are some things, let's say you've got the house in mind and you make the offer, maybe it's accepted. Are there some other things that the buyer can get the seller to do, or that the buyer can do to make it a better transaction?
Well, so when you're looking at, so there's some things that we've been doing right now. So the market has softened a tiny bit, and it's not crazy, but it's softened. So it gives the buyers a little bit of advantage they haven't had for a while. So you can now ask the seller to pay all your closing costs. Okay. One of the fun ones that we've been doing is we're asking the seller to prepay the HOA for a full year. All right, now, not so much in a single-family residence, that's not a big number, but if they're buying a condo townhome, maybe that HOA is $500. Sure. That's $500 a month they save for the first year. It helps them acclimate. Home warranties, things like that. So there's a lot of cool things that right now you can get the seller to pay for, including a buy-down, like a 2-1 buy-down. So the seller can actually buy your interest rate. Let's say the going rate is 6%-ish, right? The first year it's 2% lower than that. First year it's 4%. Second year it's 5%, then it goes to 6%. But odds are by the time you get to that third year when it goes to 6%, interest rates will be down, you'll refi into a lower rate.
Jim, we got to run, but what's your website if somebody wants to reach out to you?
JimHasTheBuyers.com.
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 Jim Bottrell. Good to see you, Jim.
All right.
Thank you. Teresa.
Always great to see you, Jim. Logan, thank you.